Question on the same topic from Tanya Bhardwaj. Can we get that question in?
Ma'am, I'm from Presidency College, and you just spoke about goons and how you don't support them. Well, ma'am, the conduct of certain people like Mr. Madan Mitra and Aurabul Islam, they have left a bad taste in the mouth for most of us. It has disturbed us, and people in power should be acting in a more responsible way, ma'am.
I must tell you, you are a CPM cadre. This team, you only 50% here. Out of 50%, you tell me who are asking the question. There are so many things. No, there are so many things. These are the three issues. CPM and Maoist, they are working together. They are the Maoist cadre, I am telling you.
We're coming to
we have
lots of other
cadres.
issues.
This is wrong. I am not. I cannot reply the CPM question. They are the Maoist students. I can, even you can ask their all the details. I am sure they are asking the Maoist question and the CPM question. They are the CPM cadre. I am not going to give any reply.
I'm a common student.
But girl, sorry to say, you belong to CPM union event. SFI cadres you are. You are SFI cadres.
These are university students.
So what? University, there are so many universities. They have collected only selected. They have selected only for Maoist organization. No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I cannot say. I have a prestige. No.
Okay.
I am not.
Okay, this is a different. No.
I cannot sit with the Maoist.
When you were named Defence Minister, you were compared to Indira Gandhi. How did you feel being compared to Indira Gandhi?
Nothing out at all. If I'm in that position, and of course she was the Prime Minister and held this as an additional charge. And there were great moments in her career as Prime Minister. 1971 war goes to her credit. Although equally we remember her for the emergency and the emergency excesses. So, well, that's where it is. Whenever I enter my office, even today, that room into which I enter has two different boards, all continuing, of all those people who've held this post before me, absolute top leaders of this country. I tell myself, my God, I hope I live up to Prime Minister's expectation that he's given me this portfolio, and these are stalwarts before me. I should be able to do justice for the job. To that extent, that aspect, just not Mrs. Gandhi, but many others, several Prime Ministers, inclusive of Sri Narasimha Rao and Pranab Mukherjee, who's been President of India. So yes, I do have that coming down every day as I enter into that room in my mind, and puts me down to reality, keeps my feet firmly footed on the ground. I think the way in which I convinced myself that this has to happen is by admitting I have to learn. If I have to put an extreme word over there, be shameless about the fact that I have to learn. But I think there was never an attempt in the ministry to make me feel you have a long way to go. You think we are going to have to answer a minister who's still learning? No, that's never happened. They've all been very cooperative, and probably even to an extent that they reached the end of their patience, because I held meetings after meetings and asked for briefings after briefings, and in briefings I didn't have a problem of, in fact probably they had a problem with me, that I broke all hierarchy. And of course Parrikar ji and Jaitley ji, who were before in this ministry before me, I've sought advice every now and then. The few days before actually flying, Air Force does start preparing you, telling you, so all that helps. So really, I don't think any sense of fear was in me till such a time when the G-suit was being helped on for me to wear. It is at that moment I had a little, gosh, what kind of a preparedness is this? But that was it. But when I got into the aircraft, and unusually, typically for Sukhoi I would say, it's very high from the ground. So the climbing is far more than the climbing which I've done in other fighter aircrafts. So when you go in and the lid is on you, it was then that I felt this is going to be an unusual experience, be prepared for it. And I was telling myself, all right, be prepared for it.
haven't read Dravidian history.
Periyar was an atheist.
Anna said, Vondre kulam uruvane devam. That means there is only one God. So Anna recognized the existence of God. So it doesn't mean atheism.
Are you embarrassed by your belief in numerology and astrology?
Who said that I believe in astrology and numerology? You say it. People in the media say it. What is the proof you have of that?
You've also faced cases in court. Does it worry you that you have to go to courts now, not just in Tamil Nadu but
I
in
have
Karnataka?
been facing a number of cases since 1996. All these cases were foisted on me. I have never run away from facing these cases. I have been acquitted in 12 cases so far. What does that show? That the cases were false.
In one of the cases, the Tansi case where you were acquitted and exonerated by the Supreme Court, the same court in its verdict said it asked you to ponder on whether you had done the right thing in breaching the spirit
I never
of the
comment
code
on
of
any judgment
conduct.
of the Supreme Court. I have never done so far. I will not do it now.
Except for the fact that many people felt, not just the press this time, that the court was actually saying that legally you were innocent, but morally you had a case to answer, at least to yourself
I told
personally.
you, I do not comment on any judgment of the Supreme Court, whether the judgment involves me personally or any other matter of public importance. I never have commented on any judgment of the Supreme Court. I will not do so.
You're a very tough person, Chief Minister.
People like you have made me so.
You said that you were misunderstood.
Yes?
Do you think that you're badly treated by the press?
I do not wish to say anything more on this. Anyway, your interview is not doing anything to help matters.
My aim, Chief Minister, was to get to the core of the misunderstanding. You said that you
Your
think
aim
the press...
seems to have been to put as many unpleasant questions as possible and try to provoke me.
Not to provoke you, but to put to you the questions that have been discussed for the last 3 years, and which in many ways may be responsible
All that you've asked,
for
all
the
your
electoral
questions,
adversity.
have you got anything more to ask?
I've come very close to the end of this interview. I have only one last question. Are you confident that you can see your electoral low point over with, and that you will win in 2006?
Wait and see. I told you already I don't believe in astrology. I can't predict what will happen in the next elections, but you will be around, I suppose. Wait and see what happens.
But is that a yes, you will win?
I said wait and see.
Chief Minister, a pleasure talking to you on Hard Talking.
I must say it wasn't a pleasure talking to you. Namaste.
हमें ये भी सुनिश्चित करना है कि स्त्रियों और पुरुषों के बीच लैंगिक समानता हो और महिलाओं को सुरक्षा मिले। हम विश्व शांति के लिए कार्य करना है, क्योंकि शांति के बिना समृद्धि नहीं आ सकती। और उसके बाद देखना होगा कि इन आतंकवादियों को पनाह देने वाले कौन कौन हैं। आतंकवादियों का न तो कोई अपना बैंक है, न हथियारों की फैक्ट्रियां, तो कहां से उन्हें धन मिलता है? कौन इन्हें हथियार देता है? कौन इन्हें सहारा देता है? कौन इन्हें संरक्षण देता है? ऐसे ही सवाल इसी मंच से अफगानिस्तान ने भी कुछ दिन पहले उठाए थे। अध्यक्ष जी, इतिहास गवाह है कि जिस किसी ने भी हिंसक विचारधारा के बीज बोए हैं, उसका कड़वा फल उसे खाने को मिला है। ये छोटे छोटे आतंकवादी समूह जो छिटपुट काम कर रहे थे, आज इन समूहों ने मिलकर एक राक्षस का रूप धारण कर लिया, क्योंकि दुनिया में ऐसे देश हैं जो बोते भी हैं तो आतंकवाद, उगाते भी हैं तो आतंकवाद, बेचते भी हैं तो आतंकवाद, और निर्यात भी करते हैं तो आतंकवाद। आतंकवादियों को पालना कुछ देशों का शौक बन गया है। ऐसे शौकीन देशों की पहचान करके उनकी जवाबदेही सुनिश्चित की जानी चाहिए, और ऐसे देशों को भी चिन्हित करना चाहिए जहां संयुक्त राष्ट्र द्वारा प्रतिबंधित आतंकवादी सरेआम जलसे कर रहे हैं, प्रदर्शन निकालते हैं, जहर उगलते हैं, और उनके ऊपर कोई कार्रवाई नहीं होती। बस उसका कि मैं एक चीज यहां बता दूं, अगर पाकिस्तान ये समझता है कि इस तरह की हरकतें करके या इस तरह के भड़काऊ बयान देकर वो भारत का कोई हिस्सा हमसे छीन सकता है, तो मैं पूरी दृढ़ता और स्पष्टता के साथ यहाँ ये कह देना चाहती हूँ कि आपका ये मंसूबा कभी कामयाब नहीं होगा। कश्मीर भारत का अभिन्न हिस्सा है, जम्मू कश्मीर भारत का अभिन्न हिस्सा है और अभिन्न हिस्सा रहेगा। इसलिए ये ख्वाब देखना छोड़ दें।
एक एक खून का खतरा जितना मेरा है, वो एक एक खून एक भारत को जीवित करेगा। आजादी केवल एक दफे पाने से रह नहीं जाती, हर समय उसके लिए लड़ना होता है। We the people of India, all sections, all languages, all religions, and it is if we can combine together and really have a united stand and treat this as the tremendous struggle that it is, a struggle against poverty and backwardness, that we can win through and hold our own with the advanced nations of the world.
मुझे चिंता नहीं है कि मैं जीवित रहूं या नहीं रहूं, मेरी लंबी उम्र रही है और मैं इस पर मुझे अगर गौरव किसी चीज पर है तो इस पे है कि सारा जीवन मेरा सेवा में गया, केवल इसके गौरव है और किसी चीज है।
इंदिरा गांधी की क्या नीति है, इंदिरा गांधी का क्या ध्येय है, वो ये नहीं है कि इंदिरा गांधी के हाथ मजबूत है, वो ये है कि भारत के रहने वाली करोड़ों लोगों के हाथ मजबूत है। स्वतंत्रता की क्या माने है अगर कोई भूखा है, क्या माने है अगर उसके पास कपड़ा पहनने को नहीं है, क्या माने है अगर उसको ठीक से रोजगारी नहीं मिल रही है। स्वतंत्रता हमारी तब पक्की होगी जब ये सब स्वप्न अपने महान नेताओं के हम पूरा कर पाएंगे। हर धर्म ने भाईचारा सिखाया है, प्रेम और करुणा सिखाई, और उस धार्मिक रास्ते पे अगर देश चले तो एक नया समाज हम बना सकते हैं। भारत के पास जो भी शक्ति होगी, चाहे ये अणुशक्ति हो या कोई और, हमने कहा है कि हमेशा इसको अपने देश के प्रगति, अपनी जनता की भलाई और विकास के लिए ही उसका उपयोग करेंगे।
मुझे चिंता नहीं है कि मैं जीवित रहूं या नहीं रहूं, और जब तक मुझमें सांस है तब तक सेवा ही नहीं जाएगी, और जब मेरी जान जाएगी तो मैं कह सकती हूँ कि एक एक खून का खतरा जितना मेरा है, वो एक एक खून एक भारत को जीवित करेगा।